Alright, what was I doing? Let's go back. Let's go back to Edgewater.
We are now in orbit above Edgewater, Captain.
Is that it?
I'd wager this is the outpost. Rebecca! Anders! Come on out!
Wow, his parts flew all over the place. Poor guy.
They won't know what's in it! Don't mess with us!
Oh, these guys are really easy to kill. Great. Where'd this guy go? Here.
Take a gander. The door's busted. Rebecca? Anders? You in there?
Huh. Rebecca taught me this once. You can jerry-rig these old locks so as they don't open anymore. But we've only ever done that if we're in a real bind. Here, I'll fix it.
Oh boy, they dead?
Oh no. Oh no. What did you do?
Uh-oh. This looks bad.
I'll ignore the bodies on the floor for now. Just loot what I can. Sucks to be them.
They were... That bitch! They were all set to abandon us! What would Clara say, huh? Every day she'd ask if we heard from you. And she'd have forgiven you. The kid had a soul that made the sulfur smell like roses. I'd leave your medallions to rot with you, but Clara would want to be buried with her sister.
At least I know. Ought to have learned by now that getting one's hopes up tends to open them to being dashed across the stars. I hate to say this, but Clara died thinking her sister was still fighting to get back home. I'm glad. If she were still alive now, it'd break her to know the truth.
Ooh, do I tell her or do I not? Well. Oh well. I don't know. What she wanted to? Whatever.
Yeah, maybe. I'm used to disappointment. She was still so naive as to let it hurt her every time it happened. Only thing left is to take these medallions home, which means figuring out how to bait the Mantiqueen out of our old base. The most pissed off I've ever seen a queen was when a foreign species was on her soil. I'd wager the stench of a primal might do the trick. Not unless you happen to be familiar with the ins and outs of Mantiqueen behavioral
Strong, why don't we just blow her up?
Never had the pleasure of hunting primals, but I hear they're all over Scylla. Let's tear a few apart, shall we? I'm sure they've got pheromones. Everything does.
Cilia, where is that? A place I've never been to.
Pick up any more strays while you were out? I suppose if the crew's quarters fill up, we could hang hammocks. In the cargo hold.
Actually, let's follow the quest for now. The main quest. Or at least go to that world, which I think I'm already on.
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
I've done plenty of smoke, but this thing with the chemicals is bold. Since we're in Byzantium, there's something I've been
Oh, you got your
meaning
own
to
quest you would
do.
like to do, huh?
I haven't actually talked to my folks in a while. Shocking, right? Anyway, it's probably about time I paid them a visit. Given the dangerous life I lead, they've got to be worried sick. Which brings us to where we are today, several messages and a few years late. See, I'm originally from Byzantium, born and raised. I know that probably comes as a big surprise. Yeah, exactly. Oh, well, I was thinking you'd come too?
Why would I meet your parents?
Because it would be fun. It's, well, they know me as Marilyn the Surgeon. They don't know Ellie the Pirate Sawbones. But you're authentic rabble. True riffraff. When they see you, they'll get it.
So you want to show your pleb friend off to your fancy parents? Going to that.
Come on, I didn't leave home and become a pirate because I enjoy making responsible decisions.
Alright.
Great. And when we get there, draw out your rough edges a bit. If you've got an outfit you haven't washed in a while, maybe one with some blood stains, wear that one. You're the boss. Anything else? I sure hope you negotiated for a raise with this Phineas guy. Ever notice how this job gets bigger and more dangerous every time he calls in? He's asking a lot, Captain. Makes me wonder what your angle is. I knew a doctor like him once. He had a patient complaining of ankle pain, so he amputated the man's foot.
Oh, yikes.
It wasn't even the right one.
Oof.
Point is, good intentions don't count for shit. And nothing's more dangerous than a crusader with a cause. Besides, none of this is your mess, so why go dirtying your hands with it? Guess I hadn't looked at it that way. Still, Phineas isn't your only option. The board's put a bounty on his head, and they've got more than enough bits to pay it. I've got no love for the corporations, but they know how to take care of their people. The ones at the top, anyway.
They're corrupt. You can't do that.
Everyone is. The board just pays the best.
That is true.
I know you want to save the day, but don't forget to look after yourself. No one else out here's going to. Hey, don't get any ideas. I'm just making sure you last long enough to pay me at the end of this. Anything else? It's like one of those stuffy art gallery pieces. Looks okay from far off, but once you get close, you realize it's just some mismatched shit everyone's agreed to overpay for. Even the bribes are overpriced. The real question is, why didn't I leave sooner? There's all these invisible rules, and everyone spends all their energy just trying not to break them. Call it what you want, it sucks. I was a
does.
top-tier
Yes,
surgeon,
I agree.
but I could hardly open a pack of gauze without 10 people signing off first.
That would drive me crazy, yes. It currently
Now you
does.
see why I left. People call Byzantium the jewel of Halcyon, but really, it's just paste. Everything's polished and bureaucracy. Take a close look and you'll see it's deader than anywhere else in the colony. Don't trust anyone, don't touch anything, and whatever you do, don't show your teeth when you smile.
Why?
People are extremely competitive about cosmetic dentistry. It
Oh,
can get
wow.
ugly. Interesting like a colonoscopy. I trained as a surgeon. More my folks' idea than mine, but I made the best of it. Lots of them, unfortunately. I even sculpted a few. Turns out Byzantines are more concerned with having square shoulders and a good profile than, well, anything else. That's what I've been saying.
Alright, let's get out there. Oh, I need to get the girl clothes too. Switch these guys. Who are you?
Do you mind? I'm meeting someone. Shh. No names, okay? The Phoenix is a wanted man, and the board has eyes everywhere in Byzantium.
The Phoenix? That's his name?
Yeah. That's my code name for... you know, our mutual friend.
Yeah, what's your code name?
Oh. I'm Golden Eagle.
Do I have a code name?
Yeah. I named you Cuckoo.
Oh. Okay.
That doesn't even make... Fine.
Oh, yes!
Fine.
I'm Golden Eagle.
Oh, can I be chicken? Because chickens will adopt any critter's baby and keep him warm.
You sure you don't want to be Raven? Or Sparrowhawk?
Aw.
Okay. Chicken it is.
Does this mean I'm supposed to have one too? Fine, but make it a really good one.
Let's go with... Rufus Hummingbird.
Forget it. Codenames are
What?
for amateurs anyway.
Too late. I've already marked it off. Can't just go reassigning code names.
You just did.
Anyway, you're looking to make contact with Minister... Magpie, right?
Who?
I should warn you, it won't be easy. He spends most of his time in his estate, which is heavily guarded. Afraid not. He almost never leaves his home, and his guards never leave him.
Can't say I blame him. It's scary out of doors. I mean, can you even count how many times we've been shot at?
True.
What work specialists, huh? Our mutual friend is really branching out. Whoa, I'm not one of your B&E specialists. I just provide intelligence.
That's debatable.
Ha ha. Some of the guards hang around Billingsley's House of Inebriation between shifts.
That place is still open? I used to study there during medical school.
Maybe you could do some reconnaissance there. You know, swipe a key while nobody's looking. Whatever. I'm better with bird terms. I've always been fascinated by birds. If you ever research Earth species, there are thousands of them, so colorful and distinct.
Does that answer my question?
Here we got 11 flavors of terror rays and not much else. That kind of variety? I mean, gosh. Seems almost impossible.
The other thing about birds, though, is their environmental indicators. Exactly. I started thinking about everything we see around Halcyon, and all the things we don't see. For starters, you rarely come across anyone living in Byzantium who wasn't born here, even though we get ships in all the time.
Trust me, anyone with a lick of sense gets out of here as soon as possible.
But most people don't. In fact, most people stay exactly where they start. Doesn't that seem strange to you? And then there's the way nothing gets fixed. There used to be a suggestion box around here. People would drop ideas in. Nothing ever came of them, of course.
That seems pretty normal, actually.
Sure, that part is. That's why they install shredders in those boxes, after all. But one day the shredder broke. No one came to fix it. And since it wasn't working, we didn't have anywhere to file our complaints. So you can imagine how messy things got.
I bet your repair folks couldn't find parts. Back in Edgewater, I'd have to take something apart just to put another thing back together.
Might have been the paperwork.
Sounds like work.
Here, you have to append forms to your forms, and law help you if there's a single dash out of place. At first, management put up an out-of-order sign, but that just seemed to worry people, like they were advertising something wasn't working. They eventually took the whole suggestion box sign down so that people didn't have any expectations about it. But they never fixed it, never replaced it. Doesn't that seem odd to you?
Useless.
I don't know how else people are supposed to complain about things they can't change, but that's not the point. The whole episode made me wonder, if they can't fix something as simple as a suggestion box, what else aren't they fixing? After a while, I got connected with our mutual friend and started using my position here to feed him information when I could. That's it, really. Good hunting, Golden Eagle.
Yeah, Golden Eagle. I'm Golden Eagle. Woo! It's considered stealing. I am not about to steal.
Are you still tinkering with that?
It's not
So
gonna
much
fix
money in
itself.
Don't we have repair drones for that kind of thing?
This was a repair drone. Hey.
That's what we really need, you know?
More of you standing in my light?
No one can see me, right? Let's go.
How'd you do that so fast?
So skilled. Let me save. Oh, there's a guy right here. Easy pickings.
You don't really know how to fix that.
Where am I going? Oh, there are 2 floors to this place? Oh my god. Still playing the sun? No fancy clothes, okay. Cool.
Once I'm retired, I'm gonna drink all the zero G I can handle. Can you believe I'm retiring? Lucky me.
All my hard work's finally paid off.
I wonder if I'll get to meet Chairman Rockwell.
A UDL security attendant is always prepared. So what if all those MSI suits made it on Monarch this whole time? I could do it easy.
I kill this guy without anyone noticing? Or is that not how it works? Or I'll just let him slide. I'll just let him slide. Let's not piss these people off.
The law's really looking out for me.
How do we get upstairs? This place doesn't look that great. Looks pretty beat up.
Sally, or, Dr. Van Hill. I noticed your pistol's been making a funny noise.
What are you talking about? I oil it every night.
Well, look here. Your slide's not recoiling fully. You might be due for a new spring. I could take a look, maybe fix it for you.
Sure. I'm short on bits at the moment, but I'll pay you back.
Oh, no. I mean, it don't cost nothing. I got a spare spring in my pocket here.
Around here for once.
Everything's got a price.
Stability. It means everything's running like clockwork.
Don't you ever want a little fun?
Enjoy
Maybe see
6
a marauder
cups
ship
worth of
get blown
concentrated
to
caffeine
bits
at
overhead?
every dollop.
What a thing to say. Everyone knows marauders can't fly.
Carry on.
Carry on.
Wow. Alright, lady.
Down there, the new ship. Doesn't look like any of the corporate freighters.
Is that my ship?
But what would they be doing here? And how did they ever get permission to land?
Perhaps we'll finally get some excitement after all.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Want to be famous?
Talking to me?
Kid, you got presence. Natural magnetism. Know what I mean?
I like where this is going.
Tell you what. You're gonna like it a whole lot more once we start talking bits.
Alright, alright.
Listen, you got an agent? Some kind of representation? Fresh, natural talent. I know it when I see it. Listen, you got a real special quality, raw energy. I see you in pictures, kid. I'm making a feature, Space Pirates of Moros Prime. It's gonna be a hit. But we still need a star. And I think you got the chops.
Ah! Captain! You're gonna be in pictures!
Already got an entourage, huh? Way to get ahead of the game. So what do you say? You ready for the chance of a lifetime?
I suppose.
Terrific. We're holding auditions at the studio. Head to Odeon Pictures and take the elevator. You're going all the way to the top, baby.
I feel like this is going to be a waste of time. I think those guards can see me from all the way back there. Let's see if it... Aha, they can. Good to know.
Move along.
Nothing exciting ever happens around here.
Why is everything closed? It's just so that I can't get in?
Is that supposed to be a model of the system? It's not super accurate.
I once treated a lady who got her hand caught in the gears. Idiot was more worried about her rings than her fingers.
You have a rather exotic presence. A new Auntie Cleo's facial mask, perhaps? Or experimental pheromones?
CNP pancake mix. Now requires no mixing. Seriously, don't mix it.
The dissidents actually took over the refinery. I can't believe it!
And then the chairman shot their space shuttle down with the Hammersmith grenade launcher. Incredible.
Are you two talking about the new Dissident Hunter adaptation? Don't spoil it. I'm behind.
You need to watch more Aetherway. You never know what's going on.
Oh, grenade launcher 2.
So what if all those MSI suits made it on Monarch this whole time? I could do it. Easy. You must think you're pretty tough. I bet I could take you.
Highly doubted, mister.
Looking for weapons? You've come to the right place. Every Byzantine needs high-quality armaments, and you won't find better anywhere else. Why? To defend their property, of course.
50-Bit says he's got a hard on right now.
Byzantium is the best of what Halcyon has to offer. It's up to us to protect it. Marauders, dissidents, especially large sprats. One never knows what threat might arise. Only because we make it so. It is only the fear of the well-armed Byzantine that keeps the rabble at bay. Indeed. Now,
Things don't look that great. I mean, my stuff is perfectly fine. Oh, cash register is empty. Lame.
That episode from a few weeks ago was supposedly based on a real incident.
CNP near Maple
Oof. Alright, Parvati, let's get you your clothes.
I've always loved that sculpture.
It's an orrery, and you say that every time.
It's strange, though. I thought Byzantium was the center of Halcyon.
That's a figure of speech.
I know that.
Sure, kid.
You, with the hips. Over here. Let me take a closer look at you.
And see.
You must think you're pretty tough. I bet I could take you.
See how much money you got. Eh. Useless. kill her and take the key. Oh my. Maybe not.
Don't speak. Hold that posture for a moment while I admire you. You have a natural contrapposto, my dear. The way you rest your weight against your hip suggests a certain rugged charisma possessed only by the mighty primal and the well-traveled spacer. Splendid. I love it. Your walk, your posture, the cut of your clothes, you carry yourself with the bearing of a noble, but you dress like a barbarian. How deliciously outre. I'm Celeste Jolicoeur, and you, my dear, are exactly what Byzantium needs.
Exactly.
Darling, you and that brutish swagger of yours have been on my mind the moment you stepped into my studio.
That'd be
I'm
like 1
working on a
minute.
new line of clothing that will shock this city to its core, and I'd like your help. What do you say, my dear? Care to make history with me? When I look at you, I see the very embodiment of everything the walls of Byzantium were built to keep out. Making an outfit worthy of you won't be easy. I'll need your help gathering the right materials. Marvelous! You and I are gonna wake this city up like a cold splash of wine to the face. What I need is a survey of the outside world. What does the common laborer wear? How do the wild-eyed madmen of Monarch dress themselves? I've heard rumors, but I require
No.
samples.
You want samples?
Also, I expect you to model for me.
I've been destroying all my clothes.
Oh, you cad! You'll be the talk of Byzantium once I'm done with you. I'll need you to model for me the following: the apparel of an iconoclast, the armor of a marauder, and a full ensemble of spacer gear, helmet included. And when I say spacer gear, I mean an outfit worn by real spacers. None of that garbage spacer's choice pedals.
So you want me to kill someone
You
for it?
have the bearing and demeanor of a born model. You're going to absolutely murder this job. Fabulous! I can't wait to see what you dredge up.
Let's ask that.
If I were an enterprising spacer in need of a wardrobe, I'd probably head to the Groundbreaker.
You don't gotta be so forward about my reasons, Captain.
Let me get a good look at you. Turn around, please, darling. My word, such muscular shoulders. You're a vision, dear.
I am no such thing, ma'am.
Nonsense, you're absolutely lovely. Chin up now. I have just the thing for you. Let me do a back-of-the-envelope calculation. Materials, labor, licensing and copyright. There.
Persuade.
Love. That's the ultimate luxury, darling. Love. Oh, gracious me.
I don't get why that's funny, ma'am.
Oh, my cherub. Who woos for love anymore? That's so... precious. All right, Captain. Here is the absolute best I can do for you.
Hold up.
Darling, do I look like an amateur? I read her measurements by eye. And don't you ask, because they're no one's business but her own.
Alright, I guess I got the money.
There are some things I simply cannot skimp on, darling. Such a lovely young lady deserves the best. Now stand back.
This date
back.
better be worth it.
I'll enter the settings and get these machines spinning. You'll be broke to bespoke in merely an hour.
I do feel a little broke now.
And there we are, my darling girl. I wish you a splendiferous evening. And if you don't mind my asking, have you any interest in modeling?
What? Oh, no, ma'am. All them eyes staring at me? I couldn't. No way, no how. I get scared just thinking on it.
I wish you weren't so shy, my Violet. You truly are beautiful. I hope your date sees that as clearly as I. For you, anything. Outside Byzantium? Of course not. There's nothing for me outside Byzantium. Yes, and I'm terribly grateful you've agreed. Look, darling, I don't belong outside Byzantium any more than a fish belongs on the land. Anyway, I'm quite certain Byzantium wouldn't last 3 days without me. I'd return to a smoking ruin of hideous fabrics and mismatched colors.
She's treating me like a pleb.
Byzantium has lost its élan vital. Everything about this city is so dreadfully stale. I want to make people uncomfortable the way you do. You're an outsider. You clearly don't belong in Byzantium, and yet you strut about, doing as you please. I'm not some common buttonmonger, darling. I'm an artist. It's my job to make you uncomfortable.
Cool
You're
story.
very welcome.
What exactly do I need to do for her? Which one is it? Iconoclast, Marauder, and Spacer. Do I have? How can I tell? Man, I don't have any of that stuff. Oops. Oh well. Alright, girl, this better be the last thing you need. That cost me a lot of money.
Oh, can you believe this outfit? It's so handsome, I'm almost afraid to touch it. Well, I guess that's everything then. After all this time, I just have to actually do it now.
Hurry up, girl.
You know,
Get it over with.
there's a part Junlei's been looking for to fix up the air cyclers. They only carried them on big colony ships, like the Hope. I know. For a while, it felt like everything I did was a little bit of help. And it meant I didn't have to ask her to be mine. Not yet. Not for real. Next time we dock with Groundbreaker, I'm doing it. I'll send June a message and ask her over. Oh, this is real scary, Captain. I'm grateful for all you done.
Oh, what outfits are you guys wearing? Hold on. MSI. Whatever. Maybe I'll just ignore that quest. I don't want to hunt for clothes. What's am I doing? Let's do the addition. Why not?
I love Byzantium. Where else are you going to find art, culture?
Oh wait, is this? Is this some other? Okay, maybe I'll do. This. Wait, which ones? Companion quest. Parents. Oh, your parents are far. Alright, maybe I'll do this next.
Move along.
Today's trends are tomorrow's.
Hey, stand back, you. I'm part of Minister Clark's personal detail, and that means you gotta keep 5 feet back and Yep, you're looking at the minister's newest personal guard. Right here. The others took me out to celebrate on account of me just getting hired.
I'd probably
and
kill all these people without a problem, right?
He's basically the most important person in the colony, which makes me the most important guard in the colony. Yeah. That
Makes
means
sense.
I got a key to the minister's estate, my own personal UDL issued shotgun. They don't give those out to just anyone. Yep, I've nearly made it to the top, my friend. I'm just 2 promotions away from on-the-job bathroom break. Oh, he's medium height with like medium colored hair and like a kind of a medium face. Just like in his posters.
Okay.
Everyone tells me he's very private, okay? Besides, I just started. That's a great idea. I'll have a Spectrum vodka.
Captain, I can smell him from clear over here. I reckon he's had a fair number already.
Very good.
Sure have, because today's my big day.
Very good.
He's
Yes.
got powerful good ears, too.
Yes. Good
And
job.
a powerful thirst.
Wonderful. Good job, Mayfield.
You have a Spectrum vodka for a new pal?
Here, take it all.
Here's to me. Hey, you are really great. Have I told you that? We should be friends.
Ew,
Wow.
no,
listen
please.
to me. I'm soaked. I should probably slow down before I'm face down on the tile somewhere.
Yes, that's the objective.
Who am I kidding? I could have another. You got another?
Here.
It's not
Take it.
every day you get your dream job, right? Wow, you've got like this crazy energy. Has anyone ever told you that? You're like a Manosaur. You got a Manosaur energy.
Wow.
Oh, laws.
Okay.
I gotta stop. I'm seeing at least 2 of you.
Yeah, I really don't like you. Have
I
another.
really shouldn't. I'll have the worst hangover tomorrow if I don't stop.
Nonsense. You've got another in you. Doctor's orders.
Guess I can't argue with that. Ugh. Was that one supposed to taste like Purple Berry Crunch? Or am I just tasting breakfast? I don't feel so good. I think I'm gonna be sick.
Good. Suppose I'm supposed to follow him. What? Is he dead? Did I just kill him? What? He just like, he killed himself. Man. But that was a little dramatic there. Well, I mean, I don't regret killing him. That's pretty funny. Did he get poisoned or something? I don't think I gave him poison. I just kept giving him alcohol. And then he just sat down and dead. That's hilarious. This game's great. What gun is this? It's pristine though. It's garbage. Alright. Well, that was easy.
Please allow me to improve your drinking experience with fine cocktails and pre-approved banter.
I'll take the banter.
Request confirmed. Banter protocol activated. Welcome, attractive patron, to Billingsley's House of Inebriation. Studies have shown that drinking in the vicinity of extremely valuable objects, such as this automechanical bartender, can enhance the quality of your intoxication.
That's nice.
Have you tried our new cocktail sponsored by Rizzo's? 1 part Purple Spectrum vodka, 1 part artificial tomato-like substitute juice. We call it a Blue Bloody Mary. Oh, by all means. I don't believe in work. Work is for auto mechanicals and lower classes.
You're missing out.
I suppose there is something charming about work in a parochial sort of way. Personally, I can't imagine ruining my sleeves by rolling them up. We all have our roles in society. I like to think of myself as an entrepreneur. This drinking establishment is my investment. Maverick Johnston's about to release his new picture. From what I hear,
yeah, I'm gonna be in it, bro.
Started shooting.
Whatever.
The Emerald Vale plant is back to full production. There's something to be thankful
You can see me, right?
Out with it, you wretched contraption!
Sucks to be
Does
you.
nothing in this city work anymore?
I'm on my legally allotted break. Really, I'm supposed to be here. Oh, what are you doing here? Nothing. Nothing. Why? Does it look like I'm up to something?
Yes.
Laws,
yes.
I knew
yes,
it!
indeed.
You got me. I'm caught, aren't I? I work in the lab at the Ministry of Accuracy and Morale. Some of my sprats went missing, but it's not my fault, okay?
Sure.
Maybe I let them out more often than regulations allow, but they need to stretch their little legs. And so what if I occasionally forgot to latch their cage? Everyone gets a little distracted now and then. They escaped, and before I could coax them back, they'd made their way to the maintenance tunnels. Even if I did dare go down there, they're among all the common sewer sprats and exterminator mechanicals. Really? In that case, take this collection crate. 6 of my little ones are down there, but don't worry, you can easily tell them apart from common sewer sprats.
We'll see about that.
They have intelligent eyes, an agreeable yet reserved demeanor, and a fondness for hiding. Also, they're white rather than green.
Alright, that's useful.
Please, do take care, and do mind the exterminator mechanicals. If the worst should happen to my little darlings, well, I still want their bodies. For science, of course. Well, to maintain things, of course. Like big, humming machine things with gears. And pipes. Water pipes. Air pipes. All sorts of pipes. That's why they connect the city from the Acropolis district to here. Everyone knows sewer sprats carry diseases. And the exterminator mechanicals have been known to fire on larger targets. Why they'd do that when they're only supposed to attack sprats, I've no idea. But there are rumors. Some people say there are strange things in those tunnels. Assassins. A room full of murderous automechanicals. Monsters hungry for human flesh. A hidden bureaucratic purgatory where things and people are lost forever. Not that I place any stock in silly rumors, of course. To deal with the sewer sprats, of course. They're quite the nuisance. Therefore my, research. Oh, very well. It's true. I do run studies on them at the lab, but I also have a special connection with them. See, I'm an enormous fan of all my colonists. The early seasons, before the plotlines got tacky. You must have seen the classic episodes. Well,
Whatever.
I name all my sprats after my favorite characters. That way, their stories can live on in rodent form.
Weird.
So you see, it's imperative that I get them all back. Not just names. They all have backstories, too.
Oh my god.
There's Lord Reginald Kim III, Lady Philippa Farnsworth, Vonda von Vermington, Haroon Greenlee, Iskander Emmanuel Sanchez,
This
and
kid-
Evelyn Ensley Okoye.
This guy could probably play D&D by himself.
Ah, she's the chief executive of Farnsworth Incorporated and a fearless captain of industry. He's a mercurial shareholder. They're in a rather tumultuous marriage contract. She's an ambitious shareholder in Farnsworth Incorporated who wants more than stock. Or does she? It's difficult to tell what exactly she's after, but she is trying to seduce both Lord Reginald and Lady Philippa.
Wow, those are some big goals right there.
So is everyone. Haroon is a mysterious young man with amnesia. His backstory's still a work in progress. Iskander is Lady Philippa's trusty assistant. He's trying to seduce Vonda.
Okay.
She's a member of Farnsworth Incorporated's regulatory board. A wise woman with a sharp tongue and a heart of gold.
Whatever.
Something else? I still am. After all, I'm a person of very little influence and only middling prospects. No one does favors for free.
I'm not doing
But
this
I must
for free.
say, I'm far too distressed to think critically about your suspiciously kind offer.
Yeah, good. Gotta do it. Out of your mind? Cool. Level up. Let's see, what do I do here? Do I really care about? Don't. Whatever. Do the simple one. Extra damage, can't go wrong with that.
Nothing exciting ever happens around here.
Okay. What? The customer, why am I on this side? I'm not a customer. I don't work here either. On the wrong side, kid.
I'm afraid I can't help you at the moment. Have a prosperous day.
Burning the midnight oil, are we? The Halcyon Parcel Service's work is never done. Welcome to Halcyon Parcel Service. Deliveries guaranteed within standard margins of accuracy. Halcyon Parcel Service is the most dependable parcel delivery service in the colony. You might even say we're part and parcel of Halcyon's commercial enterprise. That's just a little parcel joke. Nope, just parcels. We don't deal in packages. It's very technical. Halcyon Parcel Service strictly adheres to the standards and definitions of packaging as outlined by the Executive Ministry of Accuracy and Morale. We can ship all the parcels you want. But if I start shipping packages, I could get into some real trouble. Handcuffs and hard labor trouble.
Useless. Could open this door. Did I pick it? Let's pick it.
Great work.
close this door. Don't look through the window.
Take a hint.
I don't know why you would find ammo in a parcel service warehouse, but okay. Oh, I just stole a parcel from someone. What am I supposed to do with that?
Real slick.
Parcel for the minister. Alright. Wonder if it'll be any use.
I'm afraid I can't come down anymore, my good man. I'd have to request a counter waiver, and you know how dreadful the paperwork is.
Don't I ever, my dear fellow. Why, I spent 3 hours filing a discussion authorization just to commence our little tete-a-tete.
How we suffer in the name of commerce.
My dear fellow.
It's here already.
I tell you what, we'll change
Are you lost? Sorry, there's not a lot I can do for you.
Well, you're obviously not from around here. I don't believe I've ever seen visitors in the Bureau before, come to think of it. Are you serious? You're a sightseer? I didn't know people like you even existed. Oh, this is just too perfect. Alonso Vallejos. Extraordinarily pleased to make your acquaintance, and so on and so forth. I'm currently operating a sightseeing tour of sorts. Think of it as a guided journey across Halcyon. Would you be interested in a trial run? Glad you asked. Our tour guides you across some of the most picturesque and breathtaking sights around Halcyon. We've placed some beacons across a series of locations around Halcyon. All you have to do is follow the beacons to adventure. That slogan's a work in progress. So, what do you think? Are you interested? Outstanding! Here, you'll need this special triangulating device. Think of it as a wireless compass, pointing the way to the next beacon.
As opposed to
When
a
you find the
wired
beacon,
compass?
This device records your discovery and directs you to the next stop on your tour. Find every beacon, finish your tour, and come back here to claim your commemorative hat.
A hat?
Simple.
I get a hat for this? I'm starting to regret this already. Can I pick this door without you yelling at me?
Nicely done.
That was easy. You guys stay
moving out.
outside. Yeah. Don't know why this place has 2 grenade launchers, but alright, can't complain.
Gosh, that's clever.
Why do I have his papers? Wait, am I doing some kind of quest inadvertently? Titus Andriticus.
Today's trends are tomorrow's trash.
You have a rather exotic presence. A new Auntie Cleo's facial mask, perhaps?
Our UDL security attendant is always prepared.
How may I be of assistance? Halcyon Parcel Service is the most... That's just a little...
I'm afraid I can't help you at the moment. Have a
The
prosperous
Emerald
day.
Vale plant is back to full production.
Move along.
The Emerald Vale plant is back to full production. There's something to be thankful for.
Boring.
Rizzo's lemon slap. Slap your whole
All right,
family tonight.
how does this sound? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to walk into you like that. Oh my goodness! Ruth Bellamy? I simply adore your work.
We've been over this already. You can't rehearse.
Running into Ruth Bellamy.
Alright guys, let's do some acting.
Going to work.
For all auditions, please use the elevator on the left. For all auditions, please use the elevator on the left.
I don't want to put away my gun. I'm afraid I'm gonna accidentally shoot someone.
We're not gonna do this, are we? Promise me.
My cousin did pictures. That business makes piracy look civil.
Great! You made it! Listen, I know you're expecting a script, but you're the real deal. Just go in there and do what feels natural.
Got
We
it.
gave the other actors real weapons to keep things authentic. And because Josh is paying to see their logo on the big screen.
Okay, I can work with that.
I knew you'd get it. Now go in there, find your mark, and show us what you
Am I
got.
supposed to kill these guys? For fun? Rob you guys before I get shot at.
Well, well. Here to stop us at last, Captain Steele? You're too late. All of this settlement CNP Hungry Time food pills, same nutritional value, but now with added filler, are ours. With their patented stomach stuffing effects and baseline vitamin content, we will be nigh unstoppable. They are? What an unexpected twist! You may have fooled me for now, but not for long.
Are we on camera now? Because I really don't care to be.
Do you remember the last time we faced each other? The Battle of Axejack, staring one another down across the void of space while flaming debris fell like rain around us.
Ugh, if only I had a little bit more science.
I see you haven't changed a bit, Steele. I had you surrounded and outgunned, but you overcame my superior numbers with tactical thinking and a Hammersmith limited edition grenade launcher. I've been waiting for 5 years now, and at last my day for vengeance has come.
Talk about product placement. Exude wordless fury.
Yes, even you are powerless this time, Steele. I have this whole port wired with sub-micro energon transistors. Once we're away, I'll activate the gamma particulate field, and the quantaponic chain reaction will turn this whole place into vaporized plasma.
Let's ruin it.
Plasma's already a vapor-like kind of thing. You can't re-vaporize it. Can you?
Quiet. You're supposed to be an extra. I hope you've paid your burial fees and signed your personal death and dismemberment waivers, because this is the end for you. Line. Never mind, I think that's scene. To the break room, everyone. I need my Moab fizzy tea.
I guess I didn't have to fight him.
That was interesting, kid. Real novel take. Let's take 5.
I agree, Ellie. I like the way you think.
There's my star. Walk and talk with me.
Same room.
Hey, listen, I appreciate what you tried there. We've got to review your footage before we make a final decision, though. Look, sometimes you just gotta wait for your break, you know?
I should have
Here,
killed
take
them all.
this for making the trip down here. Don't call us. We'll call you.
Oh, I guess that was interesting.
Rizzo Spectrum Vodka. Aftertaste the rainbow.
Oh yeah, I don't care about that. Care about the suits. I guess I'll save the sprats.
Citizens, today marks a monumentous occasion in the course of Halcyon history. After a deep and thorough examination of our budgets, revenue streams, and predictive models, we are publishing our yearly success report. Profits are soaring, promotions abound. Thanks to your continued hard work, Halcyon is healthier and more productive than ever. In the coming months, Byzantium will be sure to see the many rewards reaped from your diligent labor. Once we nail down the details, I can't wait to share what's in store.
You have
Now, my
a
friends,
rather
keep up the
exotic
hard work.
presence. A new anti-Cleo's facial mask, perhaps? Or experimental pheromones?
I'll sue every technician and employee who's ever touched this den.
Alright, I'll save those sprats. How am I supposed to catch you exactly? Oh. It's like that. Is he dead? Did I just pick up a dead sprat? Supposed to chase him? Oh, okay.
Exiting security.
Here goes nothing, just like that. Nice one.
Oh nope, he turned around. Can't punch him.
System.
You ain't stealing if no one sees.
Processing. Security patrol initiated.
There. Watch a bro at once. I see it now. How about that?
Is he dead? He's not really. Where's his health bar? Oh, there's another one out there? Okay, there you go. He had a bit more health than I expected. Okay. Looking at.
Oh, nice. Here we go.
System.
Oh boy. What happened to this place?
My kind of action. That was fun.
Required for adjacent.
This thing. Oh, it's a scale. Huh. Holy cow, that's a sprat.
Fun ever happened in this town.
I should really get paid to do this.
You got nimble fingers, Captain.
Oh, I'm only over here. Alright, let's go back a step.
Any luck finding my... Truly? Why, this is marvelous! And all safe and sound. Oh, Reginald, Philippa, Vonda, Haroon, Iskander, Evelyn, I'm never letting you out of my sight again. Please, take this. It's not much, but it's
okay.
the best I can offer for the safe return of my darlings.
Sure.
Now, I've got to get back to the lab before my supervisor logs my absence. I'd love to chat, but I can't afford the absence.
This? Oh, actual quest.
I think we can both agree that Maverick Johnson...
You take real good care of your pistol, Dr. Fenhill. I oughta. Kept me alive this long. I mean, you treat it nice. Makes me happy to see, because I feel the same way about my wrench.
Look, it's a tool that does a job. Feelings got nothing to do with it.
UDL security.
Sure, they look fancy, but inside, they're just marble and existential emptiness. There's my parents' place. Smell that? Industrial grade cleaning solvents in desperation.
Sure, no one's watching. Okay. Here, you think you can see me? You know, I'm not gonna risk it. Forget it. Alright, time to meet her parents. Wow. This is a nice looking place. Approved. Oh, I'm gonna rob her. I'm sure they won't mind.
Marilyn, is that you?
Loss! We certainly didn't expect to see you like this.
And I didn't expect you to renew your marriage contract. But we're all full of surprises today, aren't we? Speaking of surprises, you should meet my new friend. We've been running around the system for a while now, stirring up all sorts of trouble.
Should I do what Ellie wants me to do? Spin on the floor. Let's spin on the floor.
There you go again, Captain. Always menacing polite society. Anyway, you're probably wondering where I've been all this time.
Not exactly.
The last few years have been a bloody haze. You wouldn't believe the messes we've gotten ourselves into. Right? Come on, try to get into it a little more.
Marilyn, this really isn't the best time. Perhaps you should go.
We'll stay as long as we like. And while we're at it, we'll drink your expensive hooch, wear our outside shoes all over your nice floors. It's the floors. You had the floors redone with real Terran marble? Since when can you afford that?
That's what we've been trying to tell you, dear, but you must understand, we hadn't heard from you in ages.
We thought you were dead.
I'm not dead. I just never wanted to talk to you again.
I'm afraid the distinction was lost on us, darling.
We only did what any grieving parents in our position would do. We collected on your life insurance policy.
And the payouts have been rather substantial.
You what? Well, now that I'm here, I guess you'll just have to report back that I'm very much alive and kicking.
It's not that simple. For one thing, we'd have to cut back on so many necessities. The neighbors would be sure to notice.
Why did you do that?
We had to explain your disappearance somehow.
We couldn't very well tell people you'd run off to become a miscreant, could we? The neighbors would talk, and not in a good way.
We concocted a story about Celeste Jollycurl designing a pair of 12-inch heels for you.
One of a kind, naturally.
That led to your tragic death when you tripped and broke your neck.
It was quite the story. People were talking about it for weeks.
That's a pretty funny story.
Hey! You're supposed to be on my side.
Sorry, I just couldn't help
Couldn't
myself.
you have at least made up a better story? Something with pirates or raptidons? And what are you gonna do now that we're here?
Yes, about that. We were just about to ask you to, leave.
Quietly. if you don't mind. I'm afraid it would cause quite a stir if the neighbors saw you two stomping about.
That's it? You just want us to disappear now?
Marilyn, please.
Don't cause a scene.
I'm kind of ready to cause a scene.
Let's just get out of here, Captain. Fine. I'm gone. Forever this time.
Let's just put this unpleasantness behind us.
Oh, could you please leave quietly now?
Steal your stuff. Why is there this room here that I can't open? I've killed you guys?
Let's talk outside. Can we talk?
Can you believe those two? We'd hardly been there a minute and they turned us out like yesterday's garbage. I wanted them to get upset. I just thought it would play out differently. They'd both be sitting there watching one of their vapid aetherwave dramas, and then we'd walk in. Mother would drop her mock apple cider, and the glass would shatter all over their overpriced marble. Father would tear off his glasses and blink open-mouthed. I'd have a great one-liner in the tube. I was thinking either, the leather's fake but the scars are real, or, oops, did I just track awesome onto your rug? Yeah, I'm gonna use that one day. Now, getting back to my story. Father would throw his hands up, because this would be just like me, to come back and make a big scene. Then, Mother would do the old, "You had us worried sick." Her eyes would be red, and she'd have her fist in front of her mouth to stifle a sob. I'm not hurt. I'm outraged. Affronted, even. I just didn't want to get booted out of the house I grew up in like that. It's embarrassing, you know. And I've got a reputation to maintain. I'm used to rough situations. Like when someone loads your pistol with blanks and strands you in a Marauder moon base, or traps you in an airlock with an angry mantis worm. What can I say? I don't collect things, I collect experiences. Just can't think of a good use for this one. Can't I just have a drink and punch some poor defenseless pillow instead? Anyway, I don't want to sift through this lousy experience for meaningful life lessons. I'm mad, and I want to do something about it. Something like... Wait a second. What if I could get that money?
Keep talking. I'm
I
listening.
could open a new account, designate that account holder as a sole beneficiary. All the payouts would go to me. I'll make money without doing a thing. And I'll get to cut them off.
Better be a cut in it for me.
You know me, Captain. I don't like to leave a debt unpaid. My policy is with the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group. They have an office in Byzantium. Maybe you could use some of your people skills to help me set up a dummy beneficiary account. If that doesn't work, I'm sure we can find one of their terminals and do it ourselves. Something on your mind?
Oh, this got interesting. this. This lady's a nut. Supposed to go in here and kill her because Catherine, whatever her name is, thinks she's an alien. Or, no. She's working with the alien? Something like that.
You think the privy's gold-plated too?
Oh, it's a nice house. This ain't even the right map. Okay.
That's top of the line equipment. Better than most hospitals, even.
That's far enough. What are you doing here? How did you even get inside?
If anyone ever tries to off me, I hope they do it with the same professional courtesy.
Hagen? I've never heard of her. Is she from the board? Damn it. I knew this would happen. That's a gentlemanly way of putting it, Captain. She's obsessed with aliens. This is utter nonsense. I've never even been to Groundbreaker. What happened to the team? Tell me you didn't move their suspension tanks. I'll tell you everything, just don't hurt them. Too many people have been harmed on my account.
That's a rare dose of sincerity for Byzantium.
What are you doing, Doctor? This information is beyond classified.
You can write me up in your report. It hardly matters. I'm researching a new way to feed the colony. The crops we transplanted from Earth don't give us the nutrients we need. Our colonists might not realize it yet, but they're starving.
The food we grow here barely sustains human life. The colony won't last under these conditions. So, the board let me approach the problem from a different angle. I believed that I could adapt humans to live on Halcyon's terms. That I could change us. Give us the ability to derive sustenance from the nutrients the food does have.
Hold on, what about the aliens?
Look around. We're the only intelligent aliens in Halcyon. Not for lack of trying. I wanted to save them all, but I wasn't strong enough. I wouldn't allow us to experiment on convicts or the unemployed. It's wrong, no matter what the law says. Everyone agreed. We accepted the risks. I'm desperate. I've already asked all the best institutes on Earth for help. Years ago, we sent a message out on the Cornelius Vanderbilt, but heard nothing back. It's been missing for over 2 years now. They never re-established contact after the skip to Earth. Of course, the board is keeping that under wraps.
Imagine losing something with that many guns on it.
How'd you lose half a pair of ships like it were a sock?
The board is uneasy about letting the colony know, seeing as half of their military force vanished without a trace. I'd prefer if you didn't use my name when you talk about this. My contract has a list of very terrible consequences for breaking secrecy. Once we can replicate a success, the board will move to rewire our nucleon. With any luck, our next generation will be eating and thriving off Halcyon crops.
Knowing what the board considers a success, that doesn't give me a lot of hope.
You really think the board got our best interests at heart? I mean, they say, but I'm just not sure.
We haven't made enough strides to advance the plan. Hardly any at all. But we have to keep trying. You came to kill me. I assume that's still on the table. Please don't. If I die, there's no one who can reproduce our work. Every sacrifice will have been for nothing. And we'll be no closer to a solution that feeds the colony.
Let's phone a friend.
I try not to, least when it comes to the moral dilemmas. Lilia Hagen's a useful ally to have, but I'll back you up either way.
Everything I did was for the good of the colony. Consider that.
It seems like she's trying to help, Captain. Honest help. Ain't many in the colony doing that. We should let her try.
I hope you know what you're doing, Captain. I leave it in your hands.
I guess I can try to recruit her.
The one on the wanted posters? They say he's an anarchist. A madman, a butcher. I'll do it.
Doctor!
What choice do I have, Commander? Alien conspiracy? No. What, did you hit your head on your way in or something? I need to get out of here. Phineas can contact me when he's ready to work together. For now, I'd better pack up the lab and head somewhere discreet.
Not so fast. Captain, what you just learned is beyond your clearance. Hell, it's beyond mine. Give me one reason why I should let you walk out of here alive. Wrong answer.
Make him regret it.
Oh boy.
I'll fix you right up.
Oh dang, that doesn't do any damage? Well, I guess the board really hates me now.
I hope Dr. Wells has the resources to handle this project.
If I steal stuff, do you care? Let's try it.
What do you think you're doing? Ah, sorry for the misunderstanding.
If I keep stealing, is she gonna beat me up? Oh no. Let's not steal. The board. The board does not seem to like me anymore. Oh well.
I hope Dr. Wells has the resources to handle.
So should I break it to her? Can I lie to her and tell her I killed her? Since she's gonna be stuck with the Phineas guy anyway?
You sure have seen a lot of the colony, huh, Dr. Fenhill?
Ellie. And sure, but most of it looks the same from inside a ship.
Sorry, Dr. Ellie. Still, though, don't you find it thrilling? These things.
Look, it's just Ellie.
This property is off limits. Solicitors, loiterers, and uninvited visitors will be fined to the fullest extent of company policy. This ultimatum brought to you by Universal Defense Logistics. Less funny, the minister isn't expecting visitors, and you don't much look like one of those couriers from HPS. Looks like your papers are in order. All right, go on through.
Just gonna waltz right in. Good stuff. What exactly am I supposed to do to him? Okay.
Nothing exciting ever happens around here.
No problem. Going.
I'm on my way.
No one can see me here, right? See me? Your own business. Yeah, that's very nice. Very nice. Okay, I have Iconoclast, Marauder, and what? Iconoclast? Spacer's Helmet? This, right?
How did you get in here?
Why, the answer is simple. Your security sucks.
You're not one of my guards. What are you doing here?
Oh, my law. Captain! Captain! That's the minister! Mr. Clark! Oh, wow!
So, this is one of the guys who runs the colony, huh? Small room for a big shot.
If this is about another Aetherwave clip or radio spot, you may kindly fuck off, as the parlance goes. I'm not doing any more. Have I not made myself clear? Slowly and loudly, Aloysius, that's the only way these morons understand anything. I said, you may tell Charles to go fuck himself. Then you're not part of Rockwell's PR team. That means you're a dissident? A real live dissident? But what are you doing here? And how did you get in? My friend, the slightest demonstration of independent thought or action renders one a dissident in the board's rather expansive definition of the term. Which is why I'm dying to know what brought you here. Drugs, of course. What else? Why did I get my hopes up? Back to idiot speak. I don't have any drugs. You should try a vending machine or a purveyor of curative goods.
I don't know if our chemicals are here, but this guy is definitely not.
Will that be all, then? Oh dear, I don't think I can say this any more slowly. Unless... Of course, it's Rockwell again, who else? And I thought he was only holding me here to keep me out of the way. Chairman Rockwell. He's kept me under house arrest for years. I've long suspected him of transacting business in my name. But this proves it.
Interesting.
Yeah, sure. It's always someone else who ordered the hookers and energizing ointment.
Please, this is important. Whatever it is that brought you here, Rockwell's the one behind it. After seeing this place, is it really a stretch? I've been confined to this house for years, and even I can tell you, things aren't right in Halcyon. Whatever Rockwell's doing, he'll be doing it from the HHC headquarters. Your best lead is to look for details in his office.
This all feels off, Captain. Like when there's a storm coming, but everything's quiet and still.
Believe me, things have been off around here for a very, very long time. A reckoning is most certainly due.
We really gonna do this? Getting involved is a messy business, and it rarely pays.
This is about more than bits. This is about the survival of the colony. If you don't help, who will? Why, this is starting to sound like an issue of Dissident Hunter. We're discussing industrial espionage, legal redress, the possible salvation of Halcyon. Is this not exhilarating? Also, this is the longest conversation I've had with someone else in quite some time. Via the Acropolis District, of course. That's where the most important corporate and government facilities are. But only board employees are allowed into the district. There's a heavily guarded checkpoint just down the street. There might be a route through the maintenance tunnels, but I'm afraid I don't know specifics. Most people avoid the area for obvious reasons. When you reach the HHC building, this access card should get you up to the executive suites, where the chairman's office and what used to be my office are. Oh, I haven't been allowed up there in years. I shudder to think what Rockwell's done with the place. A gilded minibar, perhaps? A personal theater. The man has too much money and too little sense. The board's lackeys are none too bright. I simply claimed I'd lost it and hid it somewhere no one would think to look. I merely hid it in a book. No one reads anything longer than a few pages around here. There are a few advantages to dealing with imbeciles. Wait! Rockwell has one of the only terminals capable of transmitting to the Earthbound message drone. This is our chance. Please, take this and transmit it from his office. Rockwell hasn't given me any messages from Earth for years. He's desperate to keep me out of contact with the Earth Directorate. But they need to know what's happening here. What isn't on it is the real question. I've gathered meeting minutes, internal messages, sustainability reports, and more, all exposing the corruption and mismanagement plaguing Halcyon. Once the rest of the Earth Directorate sees it, they'll have to send help.
But they wouldn't get here for... I don't even know. Shouldn't we do something our own selves?
It's worth a try, but the Earth Directorate still needs that message. We must hope for their intervention. Depending on the nature of their response, months at least, perhaps years. Organizing and sending personnel all the way out here is no mean feat. And now I entrust it to you. Good luck, and trust no one in the Acropolis District. What a pleasure. I haven't had this much company in quite some time. I dearly hope I'm not imagining this. How delightful. What is it? The latest issue of Dissident Hunter! I've been waiting for this. Most of what passes for entertainment here is appalling. Why, I do all the work no one else wants to do. I write reports no one ever reads, monitor colony statistics that no one pays attention to. When I'm not being conscripted to perform in the chairman's propaganda, of course.
Look on the bright side, Mr. Clark. When folks come looking for those reports one day, imagine how excited they'll be to find your work. Could do a whole heap of good.
I only hope someone comes looking before it's too late. It sometimes feels as though I'm writing these reports purely for my own amusement.
I feel you.
That's what I tell myself, but it can be rather dispiriting. Halcyon is headed for a collapse, and no one seems inclined to do anything about it.
You say these things like you're surprised. And then I gotta remind myself that you've been locked away for years.
If Halcyon falls apart, it will take all of us with it, laborer and executive alike. What astounds me is that no one is inclined to change our course. Haven't you heard? Chairman Rockwell and I are on a goodwill tour of the colony as we speak. Aside from battalions of UDL security forces, most of Halcyon knows my name and face, so I could hardly evade Rockwell for long. Besides, remaining close has allowed me to learn just how wrong things have gone around here. Except for the bit about my suddenly coming down with stomach flu last year. That truly happened. Probably because I've no interest in being his puppet. My predecessor was content to serve as Rockwell's lapdog. When he saw I meant to oppose him, he made sure I'd have little opportunity to. It's quite all right. I've got every back issue of Dissident Hunter to keep me company. Are you telling me you haven't read one? They're fabulously entertaining. Also, they're a surprisingly useful means of ascertaining what's going on in the broader colony. The board's most pressing grievances tend to feature heavily as the problem of the week. Sometimes it's factory strikes, other times it's dissenters.
Cool.
Nice thing about
So he's not a
traveling with
bad
the
guy.
captain. We meet all sorts of new people.
Sure, best part is when they pay us.
We never really had new folks in Edgewater, except the captain.
I did pick. Alright, yeah, I got it. Alright. Cool.
You must be joking. Our fair city is being overrun. Oh, there. That's one right there. Can't you just see the stench of...
How
Excuse
splendid.
you.
Another rung leech wandering through the streets of Byzantium.
You don't look much better.
Why, just this morning I thought to myself, as lovely as the gardens are, what they really need is more greasy vagrants frolicking through them. And here you are, frolicking. Admittedly. Now if only you could gracefully take a shower, preferably in whatever hovel you came from.
Honestly, what is the board thinking letting so many of your ilk into the city proper? It's madness. What's wrong? It erodes the very pillars of our society. Merit, decorum, personal hygiene. This city is meant for us, the system's finest. We earned its luxuries. But now we are overrun with the unworthy and the ungrateful, and this early retirement nonsense is making it even worse. The worst thing to happen to Halcyon, a contest that gives even the lowliest and most inefficient workers a chance to live in Byzantium. By simply winning a lottery, those early retirees get an exclusive district of Byzantium to themselves. No one else is even allowed to go there. Tell me, how is that fair? Only if I win it. It's not right. I deserve to see any district I please. Why, if it weren't guarded, I'd... You know, you look like you've been shot at before. What say I hire you to investigate this travesty, and you get paid to do so?
She's got a point. We're probably gonna get shot at anyway. Might as well make a few bits.
Yes. Listen to your... What is that person's job exactly? Are they your secretary? Personal masseuse? Or do you just keep them around as a mobile armrest? Well, it doesn't matter. What's important is that you think this is a fabulous arrangement, and you'd be thrilled to lend me your services. Aren't you? Did you miss the part where I said I'd pay you? That's all the reason someone like you should require.
I want more.
Better than money? Let's see, there's... No. The thrill of discovery. Like in an Aetherwave adventure. People love those, right? Don't you want to see what the retirement district is like? Fantastic. Consider yourself employed, Vagrant.
I hear the chosen retirees all enter the retirement district via the port landing pad, but it's completely locked down. You'd never get in that way. Unless, of course, you had a wealthy, beautiful benefactor of impeccable social pedigree, which you do. How fortunate for you. These codes will get you past the lockdown. Oh, and don't worry about subtlety. I don't care how you deal with security, just correct this injustice at all costs. The same way anyone gets anything here, of course. I made friends with the right people. Bits might earn you a place in Byzantium, but that means everyone here has little need for more of them. For favors like this, you need to spend... let's call it social capital. Now, do we have any further business, or are you just here for the repartee? I earned my place here, just like everyone else. My grandfather was the CIO at Tile, you see. Chief Idea Officer. He came up with all the best ideas for their products. You know the font they use for Stogie Slims? That was him. Well, he described the idea of it to their font development team, then picked it from a list of choices, but that's basically the same thing. It was a very long list. Let's see. He picked the colors they included in rainbow chips. No one else wanted purple, but he insisted. Everyone loves the purple ones. And you know how the Cosmic Smokes logo has an eye in the middle of a heptagon? He said that one came to him in a dream. He was a true visionary, so far ahead of his time. I just told you, my grandfather made millions of bits as CIO, and I earned them from him. Of course it is. Wealth is the most visible, objective measure of success. And success isn't given to you, it's earned. My grandfather taught me that. If you have wealth, you're successful, and if you're successful, you must have earned it. Honestly, it's a simple concept. You're welcome.
Alright, Lee. I'm gonna regret working for you. Which one is this? No, it's one of these, right? No? It's one of these? No. Oh, it's one of these. Well, I suppose I made it this far.
The Acropolis district is off limits. Move along.
You could have asked me, you know.
What in the law's name are you on about? Honest mistake. Why don't you come back another time and we can take this from the top? Yeah, and I'd really like a new Hammersmith grenade launcher. Hammersmith, the most trusted brand in brutality. But we can't all have what we want. And seeing as you don't seem the executive sort, you obviously don't belong in the Acropolis district. Hey, were you awarded most persons profiled 6 non-consecutive months in a row? I didn't think so. Anyway, I've worked here long enough to know every clerk by name and face. And since I don't know yours, you ain't getting through. You're new to the ministry? You one of those lab coats they promoted from a company town? That was yours? Wow. You earned that promotion, all right. So you start tomorrow, huh? You know, they should have set you up with an ID 6 to 8 weeks ago. But then you had to wait 6 to 8 weeks for the complaint forms to arrive, right? I've been there. Yeah, all right. You're good to go.
That was easy. Didn't even have to sneak in.
Sorry, I shouldn't talk. Not without signing a waiver.
Alright. I think that's enough for today. Got myself a bunch of tasks to do. Some extra quests. Moving along slowly. Yeah. I played for 27 hours. Not bad. Alright. That's it. Goodbye, stream.